What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Skull3 here, back with another video, man. And today I got for y'all the updated official Mesozoico PvP tier list. I made a Mesozoico tier list about a month ago, but a lot has changed since then, including a lot of buffs and nerfs, and also a new dinosaur has been added to Mesozoico, so I kind of just wanted to make a more updated PvP tier list. Now these creatures will be ranked from S tier, meaning the best, all the way to F tier, meaning the worst, and these creatures are going to be ranked as if a good player who somewhat knows they are doing is playing them. But with all that being said, let's get to it. Hope y'all enjoy. Alright, starting off, Ankylosaurus. You know, definitely A tier, just all around good, doesn't have no weaknesses, very good base stats, decent stamina, not too slow either. Yeah, just very strong, nothing really wrong with it. Moving on, a Kilobator. I'll say Kilobator, gonna be B tier, still B tier. It's very good. B tier is not bad at all. B tier is kind of where you want everything to be. It's very good, has a good pack limit, does good bleed, but it is somewhat weaker in terms of health. It has good stamina. Speed is okay. It can run down some stuff, but then there is a lot of small tiers that is way faster than it. Don't really have a lot of flaws, and it does have, you know, a lot of strengths, but I don't think it's too strong to be A tier. Still, you know, it's very easy to kill a Kilos and not really that dangerous once you're fully grown. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it at B tier. Very good creature though. Moving on to Ceratosaurus, and on my last tier list, I'm pretty sure Ceratosaurus was S tier. I'm gonna have to drop it down to A tier. Still definitely high A tier. There's just a lot of other carnivores got buffs. It's not as crazy OP as it used to be. It also received a nerf that decreased the turning speed of Cerato, which makes it, you know, somewhat easy to follow it behind it. I still think it's A tier. I still think it's very strong, especially if you know what you're doing. It can still pack up to 3, which is more than Conca and Siamo, so which is more than any large carnivore. Still definitely A tier, but I don't think it's S tier anymore, just because of that turning speed nerf, and a lot of other carnivores got a pretty decently sized buff. Moving on to Concavenator, however you want to say it, which it was B tier last time. I'm moving Conca to A tier. It had a few buffs. It does more stress now. It used to only do 4 stress with its tail hit. Now it does 7. It also has oxygen increase from like 50 or 75 to 300. So this thing can literally stay in the water forever. It is still the only strong semi-aquatic, and only one of 2 semi-aquatics. Other semi-aquatic being Papayasaurus, but Papayasaurus is not really strong at all. So yeah, I think Conca, I'll probably keep it middle A. I think it's middle A. I do think a Kilo and Cerato is definitely better than it, just because it's still not like super crazy on land. But I mean, it is actually pretty close. I'm not gonna lie, just because it is the only strong semi-aquatic right now, and that stress you can take out like a Miragaia for Conca. A good Conca can take out a Miragaia, because you can just outrange it with your tail. I mean, you can do a lot if you're a good Conca using that tail. So I'm definitely moving it up to A tier, and I think it has a good spot here. Now on to Dilophosaurus. Dilophosaurus, still A tier. I don't think it's as high as A tier as it was. It's still very good bleeder. You know, it's not really, it didn't receive no buffs, no nerfs since my last tier list. Still very strong, good A tier, best bleeder in the game, can pack up to 3. Don't really have any flaws. So yeah, keep Dilo A tier. Fabrosaurus still sucks. F tier, worst creature in the game. Can't do anything fighting wise. It could burrow. That's cool. If it was on making homes, it'd be S tier. It could burrow, and that is literally it. Gallimimus. I think Gally's still A tier. Gally's definitely still A tier. Gally is very strong. I don't know if I want to put it ahead of Dilo. I'm not going to. I do think Gally is better than the Kilobator, for sure. Just because it's just better. I mean, it's better in most one-on-ones. Got more speed. You can hit harder if you're standing there. Only thing a Kilo, I think Kilo does have better stam, and you can climb a little bit better. But if you know how to climb a Gally, you can get on most things, you know, pretty easily. Yeah, so Gally, pretty good A. Kind of want to move it past Dilo. I don't know. You know, I'm going to put it past Dilo just because Conca had that buff and Conca smacked Dilo, so now Conca's even stronger. I'm going to put Gally ahead of Dilo. I'm going to keep it there. Next, we have the brand new addition in the Mesozoico, Hemato, and I'm going to leave it at that because I feel like if I pronounce the rest of it, I'm going to get banned or canceled off YouTube, so I'm going to just keep it at Hemato, or Hemato. It's not that strong. I say B tier just because it is the only true flyer in the game. It's not crazy strong. I know there's videos of packs of them like killing, you know, large carnivores, but they can pretty much be 2-shot, if not 1-shot by most grown creatures. But it is the only flyer in the game, so I do think it does at least deserve B tier, and its sucking blood ability can really stack bleed. Don't think it's that crazy though. I think B tier is a good spot for him, so I'm gonna keep it there. Next up, Maya, which did get a stamina buff. Does have a little bit more increased stamina. It still sucks. I'm gonna put it in C tier. I think I actually moved it. I think last time it was B tier. It's not good. Every time I see a Maya, I just think of a walking meat bag. Like if I'm Simo, Cerrado, Dilo, it don't even matter. Conquer any grown carnivore. When I see a Maya, I'm like, oh yeah, let me go kill that. Let me fight that. I don't really think a lot about it. I know I'm gonna have some good Maya players in the comments like, oh, this and that, you know, blah, blah, blah. It don't matter, man. Mayas are just walking meat bags. They're not crazy good. It definitely needs a buff. Old Maya was insane. Too OP. Old Maya was here. Maya now, I'd say high C tier. I could argue low B tier. I don't know. It's just these two are definitely better than Maya. Just so many better options. I'm gonna keep it C tier. I'm gonna keep it high C. Next up, Microraptor. Microraptor, I want to put an F with Fabro, but I don't think we're gonna have nothing in D tier, so I don't want to leave it blank. We'll put it in D tier. It's not the only thing that can fly no more. She can never fly, it could glide, but now Hemato can fly. So like the one thing that Microraptor had, it's not even good at that anymore. It can do a small amount of bleed. That's why it's better than Fabrosaurus. It can do a very small amount of bleed. So I'm gonna put it in D tier. It's not completely useless, just very close to being completely useless. Moving on to the big mirror guy, which did receive an attack speed nerf. With that being said, I do think it is still S tier because it is just so strong. Strongest creature in the game. The only big weakness mirror guy has, which now it has two. I would put it in like somewhere between A and S. It's still very good, but it does have that. It can be choked easily by Siamotyrannus. That is the truth. It does have a long neck. If you're just a one-on-one though and you're a good mirror, you should be okay. Also, Conker with the new tail stress can do a lot of work to a mirror guy. But because mirror guys are heard before, you know, it's very rarely to be just one of them. And it takes so long to actually stress one out. It's not going to happen quick. You're going to have to be there for a while. So I still think mirror is S tier. It's very strong. Ton of health. Does the most damage in the game. Also has the most health in the game. So I'm going to keep it at S tier for right now. Pachycephalosaurus, the old Pachy, which received 2 buffs. It is now an omnivore, which kind of is a buff and not a buff because it can't pack up with the herbivores no more. It can only pack up with Pachy's. But it also has received a charge buff, which makes its charge damage from I think it was 120 now to 180. Don't think it's B tier still. I still think it's C tier. Do I put it over Maya? I don't know. That's very hard. I feel like I'm making a lot of people mad if I put Pachy over Maya. You know what? I'm gonna put Pachy. I don't know. No, I'm gonna put it there. Put it there. Both of these are pretty tied though. It's very close. Pachy, I still can't put Pachy in B tier because its stam is just so bad. It just runs out of stam so quick. And there's just so many better options. It takes as long to grow a Dilo as it does a Pachy, and Dilo smacks Pachy so bad. So keep Pachy C tier. Even though I had a buff, I think it still needs 1 or 2 more buffs to actually make it go here or here. So I'm gonna keep it at C tier for right now. Papyrus, the 600 Robux creature. Little semi-aquatic penguin. Very fun to play. If this was a list on what's fun to play, it'd be pretty high. But it does kind of suck. I mean, when you're on land, you can't do anything. It's jump out of water's cool. But, I mean, like I just said, man, when you're on land, you're just toast. You're done for. You're cooked. No matter where you are, no matter who you're going up against. It's a C tier. Don't do a ton of damage. Fun, though. Kangaroo up, I think, to 5 or 6. So, keep it right here, C tier. It's not horrible. It's definitely better than both of these. But, out of all, like, the actual competent dinosaurs, it is probably the worst. And on to Rugops, the fastest creature in the game. I'm going to put Rugops right here. Put it B tier. It's the fastest creature in the game, so, you know, B tier is a good spot for it. With that being said, that runs out of stam. Also the fastest in the game. Don't have no crazy health or damage, but it can definitely hold up its own against pretty much any small tier. I think it's better than Hemato. Don't think it's better than Kilobator. Keep it right there. Now on to the big guy, the biggest carnivore in the game, Siamotyrannus, which actually received 2 buffs since my last list. Firstly, it had its attack damage from 160 to 180, and it had its health from, I think, 1,850 kilograms to 2,050 kilograms. With those 2 buffs, I don't know, do I do that? I'm going to put it over Cerrado. I'm putting Siamotyrannus over Ceratosaurus. Just because those 2 buffs, I'm putting a Kilo over Cerrado too. No, I gotta keep a Kilo here. Gotta keep a Kilo here. Kilo's staying there. Siamotyrannus is now top of A tier. Just because it is the only creature in this game with a one-shot ability. And the only other creature here, like that it can't easily one-shot, Besides a one-on-one mirror, you know, you still gotta be somewhat good, but you can still grab that long neck. Is a Kilosaurus, just because you have that awesome, you know, face, little horns, ceratopsian, so you're protecting your neck right there. But Tyrannus with those 2 buffs, the damage buff and the health buff, also being very fast, I think it's better than Cerato now, overall. Yes, 3 Ceratos are going to smack 2 Tyrannuses. Yes, in a lot of cases, a Cerato be a Simo one-on-one, but Simo does just have that one-shot potential, and that one-shot potential is just so strong, because the only creature that can do that. So I don't think, you know, I could put it anywhere besides top of A tier, with that being said. And there you have it. Here is my official, updated Mesozoico PvP tier list. Top of S tier we got Miragaia, A tier we got Tyrannus, Cerato, Aquilo, Conka, Gali, Dilo, B tier Achillobeta, Rugops, Hemato, C tier Maya, Paki, Papayasaurus, D tier Microraptor, and worst creature in the game, F tier Fabulosaurus. Let me know down in the comments what y'all would change on this list, what you would move down, what you would move up. I'll be very interested to see what y'all think about this list. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace!